Hi, it's Randy, and in this video we're going to be looking at the Content Repurposer GPT. So what I did was I went to a video that I've got on YouTube called Marketing Lessons from My Chihuahuas, some videos. You can have a look, and if it says there's a transcript, then you can click show a transcript, and you can just copy all of that, come back to the GPT, click that first box, repurpose my transcript, and the GPT will then ask you to pick one of the 10 styles of marketers. So which style do you want? And then do you want the full repurposed package of all 15 formats? I said the friendly guide, and yes, give me the full package. And here is the transcript. So it says, got it. And then it gives me a blog post with the title, The Marketing Lesson I Learned from Feeding Chow in the Zoo. So nice blog post. Variation of titles that we can use. Then we've got a newsletter or email draft, subject lines, 10 different subject lines for that email. We've got a LinkedIn post on the topic. We've got a Twitter thread on the topic. We've got a Facebook post, Instagram captions and hashtags, YouTube community posts, TikTok short captions, Pinterest in text and description, short quotes and hooks, call to action snippets, podcast show notes, and finally repurposed summary version for Medium or a quick blog post. And that's your full set of material that this will produce, all from just pasting that one video transcription. So you're getting, probably around 10 actual useful pieces of content from one. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye. So Content Repurposer GPT, turn one piece of content. Now this says 15 formats. I'm going to say, let's call that 11 or 12, but you'll see why. But either way, you get one piece of content and suddenly you've got 11 or 12 ready to go items. So the easiest way to demonstrate this is we will do a live demonstration shortly. First of all, I came to my videos and I took this one here, which was marketing lessons from my chihuahuas. And it's a YouTube video. I called it Feeding Time at the Zoo. They've got the cats and we've got the dogs. And basically it's feeding time, and that's why they're rushing around so much. So I'm not going to play all the video, but basically it's just a little 4-minute video that I did. And as I noticed while I was doing the video, the difference between the two dogs, Loki and Rolly. And one of the big differences was that Rolly just goes 10 to the dozen. He's so excited. Whereas Floki sits down and methodically goes, right, I'm having that bit there over there, then I'm going to go to that bit there, then I'm going to go to that bit there. So anyway, there was a marketing lesson about if you rush or focusing on getting something finished. So that was what this was. Now, what we can do is we can go there and we can go to show transcript. And that brings the transcript down here. And we can literally click into there and copy the whole transcript. And that's what I did with this one. Was I said, right, repurpose my transcript. So it says, right, okay, perfect, thanks. Since I've got pick your style 10 marketers guide and the content repurposing knowledge base, I'll take your transcript and I'll instantly expand it into a full set. So which style of marketer do you want? So you can pick a friendly guide, a tactical teacher, or anything, entertaining enterpriser. There's 10 different marketing styles, hopefully enough that you can go, that one's like me. So I've put, right, friendly guide is the one that's nearest to my marketing style. This is the friendly guide. This is the one that's based on my style of writing. Clear, casual, approachable, feels like a trusted friend who's one step ahead, just wants to show you what works, no buzzwords, no guru nonsense, just real talk, known for plain English advice, helpful tone, everyday honesty. And it's ideal for beginner-friendly coaches, solo creators, content-first product sellers. The key traits, I use everyday phrases and relaxed sentence structures, gently motivating, not pushy, expands things simply with a you can do this vibe, might use light humor or analogies, but avoid sarcasm or showmanship. The expanded version is if you've ever had a friend patiently walk you through something without making you feel silly, you know exactly what this style feels like. You make complex ideas sound simple and doable. Your writing feels like sitting down for a cuppa with someone who gets it and wants you to succeed. You might throw in a little joke or two or a relatable comparison, not to show off, but to put people at ease. The style is about warmth, encouragement, clarity, making sure your audience feels empowered to take action without pressure. So that one was sort of based on my style of writing. So that's why I choose that one anytime I use this. But there are other styles, and you can read through and find which style you think suits you best. At the bottom, if you get there and you go, do you know what, I'm not sure, there's a little quiz. You can have a look through the quiz. That might help you narrow it down. And you might even go, well, actually, I'm more of a cross between a friendly guide and the tactical teacher. So there's nothing to stop you saying, yeah, can you do it in this style plus this style? Because I feel I'm a cross between those two. And the GPT will then say, yeah, no problem. So I said, friendly guide. And then I said, yes, let's have the full package, please. Because it asks me, do I want the full package, all 15 formats? So that's your 10 marketing styles. You've got access to that. You've got access to the GPT user guide. From there, all we've done is we've found a video we're allowed to use. We've grabbed the transcript. And this is what I think is brilliant about that. We paste that transcript in. It's only a 4-minute video, but it's like, got it. I'll expand your zoo feeding story into a polished, approachable, ready to publish content suite across 15 formats. And here's what we've got. We have literally got a blog post, around 750 words. That's a decent blog post. The marketing lesson I learned at feeding time in the zoo. If you've ever tried to feed multiple pets at once, you know it's chaos. Balls clanging, tails wagging, impatient eyes staring up at you. Everyone wants to eat right now. And if you've got pets, you know this is true. And anyway, it goes through and it says that that's exactly what happens every day when I feed Jellicas, Taliesin, Floki and Rolly. Believe it or not, there's a marketing lesson and productivity lesson hiding in plain sight at the feeding station. I'm not going to read the whole article to you, but initial thoughts, I think that's a pretty decent little post.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you could always get it rewritten again, make it more whatever, like spend 5, 10 minutes, but it's definitely something you can use. Yeah.
Yeah. And then to number 2, you could have these alternative lines. What my dog's taught me about focus and productivity, or multitasking is overrated, proof from feeding the pack, or how to finish faster by slowing down, dog bowl edition. So it's those curiosity hooks. So we get the opens. Then you might want an email to send people to your blog posts. So there's a newsletter draft, the Zoo Feeding Frenzy that taught me a marketing lesson. And it just gives you a very quick summary. And then obviously you would link back to the blog post. We've got the draft there. It's got a headline, but then it goes, here's your email subject lines if you want alternate subject lines. So again, to get 10 to 12 pieces of content from just finding one video that you like. We've got a LinkedIn post. We've got a Twitter or X thread, which should hopefully get some engagement. We've got a Facebook post. Nice, short, simple one. Feeding time at my house looks like a zoo. Floki calmly eats his food one bite at a time. Rolly rushes around, pushes food away, wears himself out. Guess who usually finishes first? Here's a lesson. In marketing and in life, calm focus beats frantic multitasking. One task at a time, done well, you'll get further than running in circles. Are you working like Floki or like Rolly? Click here and watch the video or read the blog post. Instagram caption and hashtags. YouTube community post. TikTok reels, short captions, Pinterest pin text and description, 12 short quote hooks, call to action snippets, and podcast show notes. Summary in today's episode, I share a funny but powerful lesson I picked up feeding time with my dogs, and then a repurposed summary version. It's a bit too quick for my liking, but again, this is just the content that we got, literally pasting in the transcript and picking style and marketer, and we've got those 15 items. Now, from there, it's interactive, so you could go 15 seems on the short side. Could you expand and add more value to my readers? And as you can see there, that's like 1, 2, 3 inches long on the screen. Now suddenly we've got it Well, virtually full screen. So about 3 times the size. And that's literally just from one quick, well, that one seems on the short side. Can you expand, add more value? You know, so that could go on Medium, Substack, or a quick read blog, keeping it around 400 or 500 words so that it's not too long. So that's what this does, and that's what it is.
I mean, I think what you just showed us there about telling it it's short, I think that it's crucial that you, in my opinion, that you're interacting to get more from it. I mean, yeah, you've got content there you could probably use, but obviously, you know yourself, by just interacting a little bit, you can make the content so much better.
Yeah, I don't know whether this one would work well or not. It's a 7-minute one, but let's have a look. Oh, copy. So let's go here and go repurpose my transcript. So I want friendly guide, and here's the transcript. And paste that in and click. How to create professional graphic signature the easy way. When you put together a website, email footer, or simple document, little details matter. One of those details is your signature. Instead of just typing your name in plain text, adding a graphical signature can make your work look more polished and professional. In this guide, I'll walk you through how to create your own signature using a handy tool called mylifesignature.com. Yeah, this is actually a good post.
It is, yeah.
It's mentioned, sure, it's not just decoration, it adds a personal touch, credibility. Think of it as the difference between handing somebody a typed note versus signing it with a pen. Feels more real, leaves a stronger impression. Of course, you'll always have the option to hire a graphic designer and get your signature made. But if you want a quick DIY one, head over to mylifesignature.com. Press the start button. From there, signature creation wizard. That will guide you through the process step by step. No design experience needed. You simply type in your name. I typed Randy Smith, then click next. And then you pick a font. And there's over 100 to choose from. Going in groups of 10 at a time. I personally like font number 10, so it shows that. Next, your size 5. Next, the color. You keep it classic black or choose something that matches your style and brand. I went with blue. Then you click save the signature, save image as, convert it to JPEG or PNG, save it on your desktop, and that's it. You've now got a neat professional looking graphical signature you can use on your website and all your documents or elsewhere when you want to add that personal touch. It's a simple step that makes a big difference. So yeah, nice blog post. It's very step by step. We've got alternative titles. We've got an email that we can then say, hey, you want to give your website documents a professional touch. One easy way is to add graphical signature instead of just typing a name. You don't need to hire a designer. It takes a few minutes with this. Here's the process. And then you could just tweak that and say, pop over to my blog to see the full version along with the video. There's your subject lines for emails. Then again, same thing with your LinkedIn post, paste that, link back to your blog with the video and the full version. And again, same with the Twitter thread, you can post all that, and then you can see the video or the full version on the blog post. Again, same with the Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Pinterest. Your short quotes and hooks, your call to action snippets, and your podcast show notes and your repurposed summary medium style post, which again, we could come back in and we could say, can you make this one longer? But yeah, I think that's a good one in terms of showing. We didn't even have to remove all the timestamps, etc. We just told it friendly guide, here's a transcript, paste the full transcript in. And we've yet again got, I'm going to say 11 items that you can use, all from just the transcript of a video. And again, this was my video, but it could easily have been somebody else's video. And as long as you know it's Creative Commons, so in other words, anybody can use it, there's nothing to stop you from using it. That said, if you were being a little bit naughty and you were using, for example, you copied one of mine here, then there's no to stop you saying, I'm going to go for a style that's completely unlike me. The experimental geek. This is completely unlike me. It speaks in very short, sharp paragraphs. It shows you that it changes it completely by picking a different style. So yeah, pick the style that suits you best from the 10 marketing styles. So that's the Content Repurposer, guys.